I'm Jennifer Wallace-Broder. I work for AARP Vermont. AARP Vermont is looking at the energy future from a couple of different perspectives. First of all, for many, many years, we have been a consumer advocate for low-income Vermonters, and actually all Vermonters, in sort of keeping an eye on rates. Utility rates, and we have intervened several times with the Public Service Board to make sure that the consumers are represented when rate increases are being proposed, or other things are happening in the utility world, such as sales of companies to other companies. So we're basically keeping an eye out to make sure that energy is affordable for Vermonters. Currently, we are working with the Public Service Board to see what we can do about setting a rate, a low-income rate for electric in Vermont. Currently, there's no assistance for low-income people to pay their electric bills, which means we have the highest energy burden of any state in the country, meaning the people at the lowest income pay the highest percentage of their incomes for electric. We think that's not acceptable, so we've been trying for many years to figure out what to do about that. And currently, we have a petition before the Public Service Board to see what we can do to set a low-income rate so that people who are at the lowest levels of income won't have to pay so much towards electric. We're focused very heavily right now on transportation. Transportation, as you know, takes a big bite out of everybody's energy bills, if you count transportation as energy, which we do. And it's been a long-standing issue in the aging network that many people who can no longer drive really have no way to get where they need to go in Vermont. This is a very important quality of life issue for many people. Because when they don't have a car or can no longer drive, they can very easily become isolated from the rest of the community. So we're really looking at what are the ways that we can get people around if they can no longer drive. And it spills over because when you to folks who want to make that choice as well, because once you set up a system of alternatives, public transportation, better sidewalks, better bike paths, van pools or carpools, volunteer driver programs, those tend to benefit the entire community so that people have more options to driving, and that's really what we're focused on. So we think that when you build a system for people who can't drive, it will help reduce our energy burden and transportation, because people will have options to the single occupancy vehicle in the future. So that's how we're approaching energy from a multi-sector standpoint.